Good evening, everyone. Ed, should we kick it off and let's go? So I'm going to tell you a story about when I was 14, and it was the story about how I came through the other side. And at 122,600 hours, I'd find myself that my life would change, and I wouldn't really understand why or how it changed, and wouldn't really understand, was it my fault? Cyberbullying, many of you have come to know what it means, but do you really know what it means to be a victim? At 122,600 hours, I became a victim. A victim that I always thought, why? Why me? What did I do to be able to get this? What did I do to annoy that person to actually be able to be this victim? I started receiving messages telling me to go die, telling me that no one cares about me, and if I was to just disappear, then no one would notice. Messages like this that at first you just shrug it off like, it's fine, I'll deal with it. I'm 14, I know that the world can be a bit tough, but hey, we'll do it. But no, days turn into weeks, weeks turn into months, and you start feeling that loneliness. You forget who your friends are, and you make a new best friend. A new best friend that I'd learned to know is self-harm. I started to believe that maybe I need to help these bullies. Maybe I need to actually get myself out of the picture, because they are the ones that tell me that I'm so horrible and that I need to go die. So the pain, I started to take my razor blade, I started to cut myself. And the more I cut myself, the better it came. I started to feel that actually, this is the reason why. This is why I've got to do it, because it actually makes me feel better. It actually helps me tell these bullies that, yep, you are right. But then, what happened next? Cutting myself didn't do anything. An overdose happened. But what happens after that? What do you go through? Now, something that I long gave up on, and I gave up on my heart, and I stopped listening to my heart, but it gave one last fight, it gave one last push, and that push was recovery. I found that I woke up in a hospital bed with my family around me. Seeing your parents cry, seeing your parents just not knowing what to do was something that broke me. I was like, am I doing this? Is this me? Did I really do this to my family? But I knew I was given a second chance. And that second chance was more than just going back to school and getting on with my life, but it was to help other people. I knew that if at 14 I had experience in this, what about my friends? I saw my light, but can they see their light? So I started campaigning and showing young people that actually, if you are being cyberbullied, if you have a mental health issue, that's okay. We're all meant to be different. Does anyone know what the term normal means? Because I don't. I think normal means being as crazy as I want to be and having fun along the way. But I learned that I had to do something. So I started to campaign to tell people that actually it's okay to talk about things. You don't need to be ashamed if you are suffering from mental health, if you are suffering from something. Because I got through the other side, so why can't you? So I picked up the flame. I picked up the flame to help people see the light at the end of the tunnel, because it does become a hard place to understand how to get out the other side. But together, we can do it, right? Because I made it out, and I made it out with my friends around me, with my family around me, and I was able to actually do something about it. Many people aren't always so lucky, and they can't always get out the other side, and they do lose their battle. But that got to me thinking, why? Why should we lose a battle when we're so young? At 14, I didn't know what was ahead of me. How was I meant to know? But now I go into schools, I go into colleges, and I talk to people, and I say, look, it is hard to get out of bed in the morning. I remember when I didn't want to roll out of bed, but I knew that I had to. I knew that life is meant to be something. And my heart, I'm telling you, I don't know what happened, but I was lucky. It pulled me through, and it keeps pulling me through day to day. I meet with victims, but the thing that always gets me is I'm able to talk to my bullies. I met my bullies and faced them and showed them that this isn't okay. And they turned around and said, well, it's just a joke. But a joke can be a joke to them, but to me it wasn't. I was lucky that I'm able to come out and talk about it, and I'm actually lucky to be able to be standing here today, because I've always told that it wouldn't happen. Now I'm here tonight to try and help unite us, to actually help us show people that mental health issues, being bullied, that's not okay. You don't have to be quiet about it. We can talk about it, and hopefully we can talk. So hopefully you guys are with me tonight, and hopefully you will help me unite other people to talk about mental health and cyberbullying. Thank you very much.